Hello y'all, my name is Valerie and I garden in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in Zone 6, West Virginia. I want to bring you along on the project that I told you I wanted to use my greenhouse for when I was cleaning it up. And so I guess the best way to talk about that will to first go pick some berries. I don't know if this is actually still recording because my camera's malfunctioning, none of the buttons work, and I can't get it to turn off. That's why I'm so blurry, it won't focus. So, who knows what footage I have. If this is still recording, I'm in my house now. I don't know if maybe my camera got overheated because it's very hot outside. It's pretty hot outside today, guys. I guess that's probably the problem. Sorry if you hear the AC. I'm not even sure this is recording. Alright, I grabbed another camera and let's go pick some more berries. So I've got a handful of alpine strawberries that were ripe today. I've been coming out every single morning and picking these. I'm a little bit late today. I usually am out here way before this. I was busy working on another project this morning while it wasn't hot, so I'm doing this now. I'm not really sure you can see me, but the reason I come in the morning is I try to beat the birds. The birds are already in my blueberry bushes, and we don't have a whole lot of production this year. We're going to have to do a rejuvenation cut on all of these this fall because we're just not getting as many berries as we used to. So I'm going to look and see what berries I can salvage off here, but since I'm late this morning, the birds may have beat me to all the ripe ones already. I really don't mind sharing either. I don't mind the birds getting some. Most years we're getting gallons upon gallons upon gallons. This year, not so much. So in a normal year, it doesn't really hurt to share. And this year, you know, as long as I get my few little handfuls for my project I'm working on, it's fine. We can all share. We'll share in the abundance and we'll share whenever times are barren too. Can you see this little guy? He came out of the woods and scared me. Not out of the woods, out of the berry patch. So I just got through picking some berries, and now comes to the part of what I'm going to use my greenhouse for. We're going to walk in here very quickly because it's super hot. As you can see, my temperature gauge is no longer registering. So if my Apple shows it, I'll put a little picture up of how hot it actually is in here. I don't think you can see this, but it's saying it's 146 degrees in there with a heat index of 189. And this is according to the app. But this was put in here yesterday. These were some blueberries, some blackberries, and one single ground cherry. I had to step outside because it's super hot out today and it's super hot in there and I don't want to be sick. So I'm basically using my greenhouse as a huge dehydrator. It's hot in there even with the doors open, but if I leave those doors open, it gets warm enough to where I can dehydrate my fruit, any herbs, anything like that, at the same temperature that I would honestly be using in a dehydrator in my house, except for I'm not running the electricity. And where I really think this is going to work out for me the best is once I start getting an abundance of tomatoes and peaches and pears and apples. Right now, because we had a late season, we had about 5 weeks of drought. We had a cold spell at that same time, so we had no rain on top of a cold spell, like late in the season. Everything was stunted this year, so things are just now really starting to take off and produce. So I'm starting to get harvests here and there, but once things really start to spit out and we're in the abundance of the season, I will be able to put out trays and dehydrate things en masse. And I can say with the berries, you don't really need to turn them. If you have a particularly fat, like strawberry, you might want to slice it. The same thing with apples and peaches and pears. You're going to want to slice them, and you may have to come out and turn them over. It does drop at nighttime to a temperature where they are no longer dehydrating. I just leave them out there and let them finish the next day. Most things take about 2 days in the current heat to dehydrate, as long as you get them sliced thin enough. Obviously, the thicker it is and the more juicy it is, the longer it's going to take to dehydrate. But if y'all have one of these greenhouses, I just wanted to give you that tip to a way maybe you can use your greenhouse this summer as well. It's too hot to do anything else in there, even with the doors open, and once I get racks in there, I'll be able to process even more. So I'm currently using my dried fruit for another project. I will show you that in a video that's upcoming. But in the meantime, that's what I'm using my greenhouse for. Thank you guys so much for watching me in this sweaty hot weather. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.